So the next morning we had to say goodbye. It's so beautiful, this tradition. They give you flowers and then they wrap these scarves that they have around your neck. Here we are in this like beautiful like Himalayan village and they're just wishing us well and peace and love.
I was really heartbroken.
We first spotted the sea berries on our way down from Ghale Gaun.
We are driving down the bouldery mountain.
In the vehicle with us was Dr. Aban's mother.
We pulled over and Goma got out.
She suddenly just skirts across the street and then she just dives down. And I'm like, what the heck is she doing? So I walk over to go and take a look at her and she has in her hand sea berries.
Sean just like dives down into the bush. He's like climbing down a mountain.
And so now everyone is standing on the side of the mountain picking sea berries.
And I've read up on sea berries and I know well enough that these are these precious, beautiful berry fruit.
These are like only found here pretty much, and like they have all these antioxidant properties and like they taste really good. And we're popping the sea berries, we're just eating them and like they're delicious. They're kind of like tart and sweet.
Maybe we'll make our next flavor, sea berry, and like talk about Nepal.
And we ate them and they were so good. And I think it was like in that moment that we all said, this has to be our next flavor.
We stopped at a health post. Dr. Aban actually pulled over and he wanted to show us what a health clinic looks like.
It was about 4 or 5 rooms. You know, they have like their standard operation room, they have like a labor and delivery room, they have like a check-in room.
The health post, like most of what we saw in that village, wasn't like a state-of-the-art facility. It was pretty basic.
It didn't even look clean. And it was really hard to imagine that this is exactly where you go.
I remember walking into the labor and delivery room and it was a metal chair essentially with a bucket on the ground and equipment that looked like it hadn't really been properly sanitized.
They have this wall of like the top 50 most needed medical items.
Out of the 36 medicines they provide, rehydration solutions is one of the top 36, which is just wild.
And Liquid IV is an oral rehydration solution. It's based on the formula set down by the World Health Organization.
It's like one of the most needed items around the world to keep people alive. And I was like, our product can help so many people. Like, this is something that can truly help people around the world.
We then went to the local school and we were able to bring hydration to the local school.
So we went into this school bigger than I anticipated, lots and lots of kids, and I loved the fact that we were going in there to educate.
We pull up and they have like chairs set up, like we're giving like a speech or something. And the kids all just run out of the classrooms and they all sit on the grass. We talk a little bit about what we were doing there. We talk a little bit about hydration. We walk out and give sticks out to all the kids and they like are just loving it. They're shaking the sticks because they think it's fun and we're trying to explain what it means and why it's important. We ended up teaching a class just on health, wellness, hydration, hygiene. Dr. Aban did part of the class and then we taught part of the class. We all took a section of the presentation.
So you get more water in your body when you use this with water.
And we sell it to everyone so that they can drink it when they're playing sports, when they're hot in the sun.
The better you take care of your body, the better you'll feel. And we at Direct Relief want to make sure that everybody stays very happy and healthy.
And it all had to do with educating them on health. Just because they're up there in the Himalayas does not mean that their water is clean. So the water that they do have, they got to maximize it. And this is why Liquid IV was so important to get into their hands.
So who likes Spider-Man? Raise your hand. Superman?
And I remember I was like so embarrassed because I had put together this presentation. I was trying to explain to them that hydration can help you feel better. It can make you feel so good that you're almost like a superhero with superpowers, because we were talking to kids, you know?
What about Batman?
I was ignorant. I had no idea that they don't know who Superman is. They don't know who Batman is. They know their own, they have their own heroes. Like, we don't need to bring like our Western heroes to them, because I mentioned Batman, I mentioned Superman, they were like, who are they? We don't know who they are.
We got to play soccer with them. They were like smiling and laughing and having the best time.
But we're playing in the courtyard. We're kicking the ball off the windows. We're destroying, like there's flowers they probably planted for years, but the kids and we were having so much fun, we just kept playing.
It was the most joyous they'd been. They were just so cute. They were so embracing. They all wanted to hold hands. We stood in circles and played games and sang, and we got to hand out books. We got to hand out balloons and Liquid IV wristbands and product. And
there was this one little girl who held my hand, and it was just like, ugh, so cute.
it was like so pure. It was just like such like a connecting moment. It was so great.
What you really start thinking about is how valuable education is.
We can give people 3 sticks and then they can have hydration for 3 days. But at the end of the day, what's really needed is education. Because the people are beautiful, the people are wonderful. But if we want to help, I think the best and the biggest way we can do that is by giving opportunity and education.